Good evening, everybody. This is the review of the December 16th NHL games. So we're going to start off with the Kings and the Kraken. Seattle playing well in this one, but unfortunately they didn't get the win. Anyways, first period at 6:45, Larson scores from Shore and Dunn to give the Seattle 1-0 lead. Trevor Moore would answer for the Kings from Deneau and Fiala at 13:32 to tie it up. Second period, Kopitar scores from Byfield and Kempe on the power play from at 17:16 in the second. Bjorkstrand would tie it up at 17:31 of the third from Edgar Evans and Jared McCann from Canuck on the power play. Overtime, no scoring. And then Carl Grundstrom gives the Kings the shootout winner in round 18. So long shootout. It's either round 18 or 9th round. I'm not sure. But 18 shooters, Grundstrom gets the win for the Kings. They take that one 3-2 in the shootout. Alright, Edmonton and Florida. This one also made me happy. The first period, Verhaeghe scores at 5:33 from Sam Bennett and Ekman Larsson from Canuck. Brandon Montour then scored from Verhaeghe and Bennett at 18:58. 1927, Barkov scores from Reinhardt and Ekman Larsson for Canuck again. Second period, Hyman scores the Oilers' lone goal at 8:08 from Hopkins and McDavid. Or Nugent Hopkins and McDavid. At 16:01, Sam Bennett answers to give from Brandon Montour and Sergei Bobrovsky on the power play. And the third period, Verhaeghe gives the Panthers their fifth goal at 21 seconds from Tkachuk. They take that one 5-1. Oilers are now again on a losing skid. Sorry, I moved over to the NBA for some reason. Give me a second. There, we're back. Okay. The Sabres and the Coyotes. The first period, no scoring. Second period, Clayton Keller scores for the Yotes at 5:12 from Alex Kerfoot. Third period, Leon Brand scores again for the Coyotes at 9:36 from Logan Cooley. And they did that 1-0 over the Sabres. Dallas and St. Louis. In the first period, Dallas opens up the scoring. It's Marchment scoring from Sagan and Duchesne at 4:58. At 6:47, Ty Dellandrea scores from Faksa and Sam Steele to give the Stars 2-0 lead. At 12:53, Saad would answer from Cairo and Hayes on the power play. Or Hayes, excuse me. Second period at 1:36, Jordan Kyrou scores from Troy Krug and Robert Thomas to tie it up. Kevin Hayes would score one of his own at 16:46 to give the lead from Toropchenko and Krug. Evgeny Dadonov would tie it up at 13:09 from Heiskanen and Harley. And then Parenko would score 37 seconds into overtime from Kyrou and Thomas to give St. Louis the 4-3 lead in overtime and the win. The Predators versus the Capitals. In the first period, Colton Sisson scores from Yossi and Forsberg on the power play at 5:03. TDO she would score at 5:16 the second from Sturm and Ovechkin on the power play. Philip Tomasino would score from Cole Smith at 13:26 to give the Predators the lead back, and then Yakov Trenin would score in the third period at 3:41 from Carrier and McCarron. The Predators take that one 3-1. Alright, Montreal and New York, the Islanders. The first period, there's no scoring. Second period, the Habs scored 17:45 to Yoel Armia from Gallagher and Gooley. Anderson would then score from Barron and Monahan at 10:35. Anderson would score again from Monahan and Barron at 19:06. Then 1921, Caulfield would score from Suzuki and Slafkovsky to cap off the second period. Third period, Brock Nelson scores from Noah Dobson shorthanded at 2:07 for the Islanders. He would score again from Dobson again at 3:43. Horvat, former Canuck, would score from Dobson and Romanov at 14:06. And then Dvorak would score from Suzuki into the empty net at 19:40. The Habs take that one 5-3. Alright, Jets and Avs. The Jets are on a tear right now. 18-9-2. Anyways, in the first period at 13:56, Gabe Velarde scores from Scheifele and Morrissey. Meskov would score at 15:38 from Iafallo and Pionk on the power play. Second period, I follow scores on assists at 8-43. Third period, Jerome scores for the Avs to put them on the board 207 from Ranson and McKinnon on the power play. Valetti would score again at 3:40 from Ehlers and Morrissey. Niederreiter would score at 8:48 from Nemestikov and Appleton. Jack Johnson would score for the Avs at 10:41 from Nichushkin and McKinnon. And then Ehlers would score at 17:57 from Scheifele into the empty net. The Jets take that one 6-2. They're going to be a tough out in the playoffs if it comes to that, provided they go on a huge skid and fall out. Not taking that bet though. Anyways, in the first period between New Jersey, got Dallas confused with Devils apparently, and Columbus. Anyways, in the first period, Jack Hughes scores from Tyler Toffoli at 47 seconds. Hollow would add to that lead at 16:21 from Dawson Mercer and Alexander Holtz. Second period, 17 seconds in, Marchenko scores for the Jackets from Goudreau on the power play. Toffoli would answer at 50 seconds from Jesper Bratt. Chinakhov would score at 8:38 from Pecky and Veronov. And then Jack Hughes would score at 14:54, the second from Jesper Bratt and Nico Hischier on the power play. Hischier would score one of his own at 2:50, the third from Jesper Bratt. Texier would score at 18:58-7 from Fantilli and Jiricek. And then Jack Hughes would score on assist into the empty net at 19:12 to give the Devils a 6-3 lead. And Jack Hughes with a hat trick there. Red Wings and Flyers. So in the first period, there is Cam York scores for the Flyers at 6:21 from Konechny and Forster. Second period, no scoring. Third period, no scoring. The Flyers take that 1-0. Alright, Rangers and Bruins. In the first period, there's no scoring. Second period, Trent Frederick scores for the Bruins from JVR and Poitras at 2:07. Trocheck would then score for the Rangers at 10:50, the third from Zibanejad and Fox on the power play. And then in overtime at 2:03, Vincent Trocheck scores from Panarin and Gustafsson to give the Rangers the 2-1 lead or win in overtime. Alright, Penguins and Leafs. So it's Dubas' return to Toronto, and he did not have a fun night. First period at 1:57, Matthew Knight scores from Max Domi. Marner scores at 10:15 from Robertson and Domi. So he's got the second assist there. At 18:25, Bobby McMahon scores from Bertuzzi and Holmberg. Second period, Domi scores his second of the year at 2:28 from Nyes and Marner. Tavares scores at 4:25, the second from Nylander and Riley on the power play. Gregor would score at 14:04 from Bertuzzi and Timmins on the power play. And then Nylander would score at 14:19 from Bertuzzi and McCabe to give the Leafs the final score of 7-0. They take that one. Alright, Tampa Bay and Calgary. So in the first period, there's no scoring. Second period, at 2:30, AJ Greer scores from Ross Anderson and Noah Hannafin. Just thought I'd point out wearing my Flames reverse retro. 2.0. At 6:17, Mackenzie Weegar scores from Mangiapane and Blake Coleman. This is in the second period again. Sharon Govich will then score from Osterley and Lindholm at 7 minutes to give the Flames a 3-0 lead going into the third. Third period at 4:10, Braden Point scores from Kucherov. Stamkos will then score for the Lightning at 5:40 from Kucherov and Hedman on the power play. And then Jerry would ice it at 11:42 from Jordan Osterley. Flips it that 1-4-2. Alright, and then Vancouver, Minnesota. I woke up too early for this one. So it was at 11 a.m. Pacific. Anyways, first period at 18:05, Frederick Goudreau, scores for the Wild from Marcus Foligno and Pat Maroon. Second period, Bluegrass scores from Joshua and Garland at 3:50. Third period, no scoring. Overtime, no scoring. And then Zuccarello gets the shootout winner for the Wild, snapping Vancouver's 4-game win streak. But we are still on a 5-game point streak at this point. Wild take that one in the shootout. That's it for the 16th. I move on and do the 17th in about 2 seconds. Anyways, that's it for the 16 games. Like, subscribe if you liked it. I'll see you next time. Adios.